All right, welcome to the Remarketing Podcast. My name is Jerome Lewis. We're doing a special edition today. We're doing a kind of an exit interview review case study situation. And I have one of our former guests, also one of our hosts, Carlos Otero. I'm going to read his bio. Carlos is a highly skilled IT professional, real estate investor, and business investor. He has been employed in the industry for over 6 years, where he specializes in network engineering, systems administration, and support. Carlos' experience ranges from small businesses to Fortune 500 companies in various industries such as manufacturing, healthcare management services, and real estate development. He also enjoys investing in cash flowing real estate notes, and businesses. Carlos loves to solve problems, whether they are technical or personal. He enjoys working with people who have new ideas because there's always something to be learned from those that think differently than others. His favorite thing in life is being able to help others achieve their goals and dreams. Carlos, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jerome. Those are
Absolutely.
such nice words.
Yeah, you wrote it, right? You know.
Yeah, no.
Awesome. So this is one of our special edition podcast interviews where we talk about some results, we showcase some stats, and Carlos has been a business partner of mine over the recent years, and we're just going to interview him, ask him some questions so he can showcase some of the results that he has uh, by working together. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to do a little. I got my demo up here, so I was going to do a screen share, but I think it might be better if they see our faces, right? So let's see. And I'm going to start off with the first question for you, Carlos.
Okay.
What's what was your problem before we started working together?
My problem. I think a lot of my problems came from me. Uh, I have this thing against marketing sometimes, right? And
Mhm.
it's like, sometimes people are so fluffy about the information. It's tough to actually get direct information, especially when it comes to marketing. So that was a big issue for me, getting direct information on how to properly perform marketing techniques.
Awesome, awesome. And the next question that I kind of have from you for you is, and I want to frame it because like we've done a lot together, right? So
Yeah.
you have several products, you have several services, it's a lot. So um, what results, you don't have to list all of them, but
Mhm.
probably some of your favorite, what results do you have from us working together?
Let's see. I don't have to list all of them, but it's a lot. But I could say that definitely more customers, uh,
Listeners,
more money,
money.
more connections, more opportunities. I can say that because that's what happens when you do marketing, right? That's you're just basically telling people about yourself, and by default, every all those other things they kind of come towards you. So very grateful for that.
Awesome. And what kept you from work? I don't even think you hesitated to like work with me, but I'm gonna ask this question anyway.
Right.
And if it's no answer, you just say it's no answer. But
Right.
what kept you from working with us sooner?
Fluff, just like but not from you guys, but just like I said in the first question, there's a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fluff out there, and I'm a no nonsense kind of person when it comes to information and business. So it can become very difficult to understand what is a real marketing technique versus something that's going to make you feel good and make it seem like you're going to get more business. So
Okay.
yeah, that is something. I wish I knew. I was like, oh, okay, is this it? You got to do your investigation or whatever. So yeah.
Okay. And what exactly did you like most about working together?
Direct information.
Direct information.
Right. Yeah. I'm a kind of person where I like right punchy in the face information. I want to hear, hey, we're gonna get the customers in. We're gonna put them in this funnel here. After they hit the funnel, then we're gonna go this and we're gonna do that. I don't know if I'm spoiling the goods or not. I don't want to spoil the goods, but I like that. I like the no nonsense information. I prefer it that way. I don't want to hear, oh, you got to make them feel good and all this other stuff. I just want to let's get this process in place and let's get the machine turning. So
So what's an example of like indirect information from you?
indirect information for me is, for example, let's just say you're trying to get more customers via funnel. Is funnel A funnel is just a tool to get them into a back end system, right? But there's a whole system there. But if somebody just says, "Hey, you just need a funnel for this product," that's not really the whole truth, right? That's not really the whole truth. You need an entire marketing system, right? You need advertisements, you need you need to retarget the customers, you need to then add, and then finally when they decide to take an action, they're gonna need to fill out that the information in that funnel, and after that, then you have to also market to them on the back end. So there's an entire system of moving pieces. But when you hear information, oh, you just need one thing, or you just need one, technique. It's not. This is, this is a living, breathing thing. And sometimes people will think that you can always do marketing organically, and it is good to do marketing organically. But I also believe in paid marketing because what matters is getting people in the door. That's what matters. So, but I like direct information. So yeah, I like that.
Awesome. Next question. Why would you recommend us to someone who might be on the fence?
Like I've been saying, I guess since the since the beginning, you're going to get it right. You're going to get the real thing. Um, you're not going to really get a lot of people dancing around. I guess dancing around the questions or whatever. Oh, like but I don't know how other people are, but you got to figure out your target market. You have to figure out your niche. Some people say your target market, and you got to figure out your avatar, which are all the same thing essentially. But at the end of the day, you want somebody who's going to say, okay, here's the process that we're going to set up for you, and here's how the process works, and they're going to essentially draw it out for you, right? You don't want somebody who's going to say it to you and you still don't have an idea what's going on. You're going to get a picture of the funnel process, and it's like customers are coming through this marketing technique or this marketing, I don't know the word, marketing medium, right? Let's say it's Facebook ads or it's Google ads or some kind of other marketing system, YouTube. They say they're going to come through YouTube, they're going to hit here. After they hit this link, then they're going to go here. After they do this, then they're going to go here. After that, then they're going to go here. And it gives you a play by play and understanding what's happening in your business, instead of somebody just saying, oh, we're going to build it for you, which is great, right? Everybody loves white glove service, but just to have the high level overview kind of helps with understanding. So that's what I would say.
Okay. What was your main concern that would have prevented you working from us, and what put those fears to rest?
I didn't really have any concerns, but you know me. I dive right in. Once I know it's real information. So if it was other information, I joke around sometimes and I say I just keep paying this guy. I joke around like that. I was like, I keep paying them, but you need to feed your business. You got to feed it. You have to invest in your business, and the only way to invest in your business is to invest in systems. So, a lot of things out there where they're offering products. Sometimes you don't really know if the product is going to get you the result you're looking for. But if you have somebody to speak to you in a result-oriented way and say, "Hey, here's what we're going to get you. Here's what we're going to make an attempt to do," then you're getting the information you're setting expectations. The expectation is, okay, we're gonna make it happen, and while the other stuff is like very abstract, it's not really direct. So but that's why.
Okay. If you were to recommend us to your best friend, what would you say?
Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts, because it's the real thing. It's coming. Bow, right in the face. All right. So I'm a silly guy, so but yes, like I said, I like the information like that. I like to get things done. I hate just sitting on it and, oh, it's going to be done one day. I rather just pay somebody to do it, and it just so happens, I joke about paying him, but I love paying him because he's going to get it done for me because I'm going to drag my feet. So
Awesome. What
yep.
made you choose working with us over anything else you could have done?
I want results.
Results.
Yes, I want actual results. I want more customers, and I want more opportunities. I don't need to do it myself, where I'm going to waste my own time and energy and opportunities. And it's just a waste of time and energy to do it myself. I might as well pay somebody to do it for me. I'll pay the professionals.
What are three benefits you've experienced as a result of working together?
Definitely have an education in marketing. I have a solid education in marketing. I mean, I thought I knew before, which I did. I knew some things, but this gave me a better understanding of marketing. So now, not only am I educated, I trust you in what you're doing with our systems and what you are essentially. I trust you. But those three benefits are more customers, more money, more opportunities. Same stuff. Same stuff.
Okay.
So.
And we don't really like these questions that much, but I'm gonna hit you with them anyway, right? It's
Oh,
the
what's
little,
the?
it's the abstract questions. How did you
Oh, okay,
feel? So this
okay.
question is, what was life like before you started working with us?
Oh boy, I remember I was sleeping under a bridge.
Yeah.
Oh my God. My life wasn't so bad. It was okay, but I've definitely seen a dramatic increase in business and productivity because I have a team and I have a system put together. I don't have to do everything myself. I'm not wasting all my time. I can do what I'm good at, and I pay you. You do what you're good at, and all I gotta do is talk to people and tell them, "Hey, how would you like to sell the helm? Would that feel good?
And
How would you
vice
like?"
versa. We make mutual exchanges. I pay you
Yeah,
too. We take care of
yeah, I
each
know.
other. So this man saying I'm extracting. Yo, give me check. So you kind of already answered. I'm gonna ask it anyway, just to keep the
Okay,
consistency. But
okay.
what is life like now after like working together?
It's good. Things are a lot better because when you understand, when you like us, and I know some people are a little iffy about marketing because they're iffy about systems too, because it's really something that is hard to grasp sometimes. But when you have a professional that's going to hold your hand and say, "Hey, look, I need you to do this, and here's what it's going to look like. Here's the system we're going to set up," and you're actually communicating with you in a way that you actually is going to make sense. See, that's the thing, is that when people talk, they're not really sure if the person's going to get them what they're looking for. They want more customers, but they also has to be an education process in that. There has to say, look, this is how it works. We're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Unless they just don't want to know, they say, I want more customers. But if you're not, marketing is it's a living thing. Like, if you're not telling people you're existing, and you're not telling people your business is alive, and say, hey, I'm here, nobody's going to know about you. Your business is going to fail.
Okay.
So, just more business, more leads, more deals, more real estate deals. They're coming from all over the nation. It's great news. I mean, I know now I can do anything I can do anything. I know I can do it because I know what to do. So it's a great feeling to me. I mean, it's great. I could go anywhere and do anything at any time. Can't beat that. So,
What surprised you the most or made you the happiest about working together?
that you were so direct with me. That those are the things I like. Like I said, I like the most because I don't want to talk to somebody who's going to be like, oh, maybe you want to do it this way, and because of this, I'm like, maybe I want customers. Tell me how to get customers. I want customers. I don't care about maybe. I want, here's what whatever, here's what I'm looking for, and I want this. I don't want any fluff or a sauce on the chicken. I just want nasty, I want dry chicken. I don't want no ketchup, no hot sauce, no sauce on the chicken. I just want just the chicken. So,
Want it straight. So that I think that was our final question, but
oh, okay,
because
okay.
you're pretty decent with tech, I would like to like do some demos and show some of the
Oh
stuff that you've
man,
done.
here we go.
So we didn't before we do that, right? So again, you've done like several things. You said more leads, more customers, this,
Hmm.
but one of the things I like is like I like the tangible results in a way.
Yes,
And
yes.
one of the things always I generally try to take people through the same process. Not everybody follows the process or sticks and do what's supposed to be done, but
Hmm.
you've created a course, you've created a book, and now you have like a full back end lead system where you're bringing in leads. So I want to see some of that stuff.
Okay.
Do you have the ability to show all of it, some of it, or what's that like?
Yes, I can show a little something,
A
something
little
for
something.
the.
Yeah, don't give away all the
I
secrets.
know I gotta. All right, give me one sec here.
All right.
Right, make sure I hide all the good stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Party time.
And let me see. I didn't ask the question correctly. With one thing, so tell me three products that you have from
From
like working together. Yeah.
So you definitely helped me get through a book. I am like, we all have weaknesses. One of my
Mhm.
weaknesses is grammar. It's a big weakness of mine. Big weakness of mine. Grammar, as far as like writing it down, and just never was good at that. But Jerome found a secret method for me to actually create a book somehow, right? Create a book, and he had his team essentially go over that book, read over it, make sure it's okay, and was published within a very short period of time, which I'm very confident I can probably push out four more books probably before the end of the year. So I'm probably going to end up doing that, which is great. And it's always nice to be an author, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a little check on the Instagram, on the world tree, right? I'm somebody. So there's that. I've created multiple courses on systems, on how to essentially start a funnel, how to build a funnel, how to how to sell your house on terms, how to multiple presentations, dealing with customers, dealing with clients, how to deal with emotional intelligence, things like that. So yes, I've built quite the portfolio of products thanks to Jerome and his team.
Okay. And so you keep saying my team, we work together. It's a
Yeah, no, we
team
worked
effort.
we worked together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
So do the screen share. I think
yeah,
you
yeah,
share like the
yeah.
wrong screen.
Here it is, right here.
Okay, there we go. All right, let me see.
All
All
right.
right.
Can you
So
see? Can
take
you
us
see?
through it. Yeah,
Can you
we
see
see
my
your
mouse?
screen. Yes, I see your mouse.
Okay, so you can see that we have somebody very handsome on the right here.
Yeah, very
This,
so before we do that, right? We've been like Facebook ads, Google ads, and like first tell us
okay.
what was that process like? How did you learn like the ads, how that works? And then because this is the back end, like how are leads getting in to the back end? Take us through that journey.
Okay, so just talk through it, or go? Should I
Yeah,
go
you
to
could
the?
talk through it,
Okay,
or it's
so
up to you,
right,
whatever is
right.
easier for you, or you
So,
think brings the most value.
great, because I'm not sure. I don't want to show the customers information.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
but what happens is, so is there a whiteboard feature here? I don't know if there's a whiteboard feature. Uh, let me let me see. Where's Paint? Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this really fast. So here is my Google Ads, right? I'm just gonna put G. Here's my Google Ads, right? So my Google Ads, it'll say, hey, how to stop foreclosure, how to stop, um, short sale, how to sell your house fast, whatever it might be, right? Whatever the person might be looking for, right? So if they want to sell their house
Keywords.
fast, yeah, they do a keyword. It's called keyword. Yeah, basically Google AdWords, right? Or search leads. So what'll happen is they'll type in some word or something they're looking at. At the top of that page, there's going to be there's going to be my ad that says, "Hey, sell your house fast," and they're going to go to my web page, right? Let's see if I can show you guys that real fast. Oops. Uh-oh. Here we go. No. Yes. Otero home buyers. This is the one. Okay, so that what happens is they come here, right? They come here
Mhm.
and they see my awesome video on how to buy, how to sell your house on terms or, for cash. They fill out the form. We get the form, and we also have some content here for them to understand that hey, it's okay that if your home is underwater, you can still sell it. Sometimes even more than what it's worth. We have our methods of purchasing here, so it's just in case they were ever curious and like, well, how if I want all cash, they're kind of expected to know that if they're going to get a cash price, we have to buy it at a discount. And if they want to sell with debt on the property, that essentially we can purchase that way as well. Or if they want max value for their home, we can purchase that way. And then you see my picture down here. But I have the information here as well, saying that we can buy all cash, we can stop foreclosures, giving them all the gems, right? And see, so now we're going to go back. And once they hit that, they hit my lead system here, which I can't show because I have customers there, right? Can't do that. All right. So then what'll happen after they sign up? Actually, you know what? I can show the automation piece. Show that. I'm showing y'all too much right now, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm showing y'all too much, but yeah, it's too much anyway. So I doubt anybody's gonna be able to do it on their own. Well, but what'll happen is they'll come in, right? They'll come in, they fill out the form. See, we buy houses form. They fill out the form. It tags them as a person, and they get access to that program I just showed you, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Then it's going to follow up with them. Okay, see, this is our first email. Hey, individual, we just took the first step of selling your home. Are you available for a quick call? Then it's going to send them a text message. Then it's going to send them another. It's going to wait. It's going to wait for a day. Then it's going to send them another one. Then it's going to send them another text message, right? It's going to you see this process here. So this is a workflow that I don't really have to do. All I have to do is wait for them to contact me. It's just going to basically kind of remind them that hey, don't forget, you filled out our form. And this isn't an excuse not to reach out to them. This is just a reminder for them, just in case you're working on other leads. If that makes sense. Who's this? Oh, this is my test one to myself. I guess everybody knows my phone number now, but that's fine. But anyway, they go through that system there, and it'll just harass them.
Harass.
No, I'm silly, guys. Basically, it's going to remind them to let them know, like, hey, we're still here for you guys. Let us, be able to know that you're selling your house, or if you need IT services, right? I have other funnels and systems here, business course and other items, right? But let's go here. We're going to go here. How to sell your house on terms. Like I said, we're back to the handsome man. And now that they've went through this Google ad, they've went through our automation, right? They filled out our form on our website. And now they're in this automation funnel that'll keep circling, right? It'll keep going forever. And then while they're in this funnel, it still gives them access to my webinar and my course, right? And they can watch this in the meantime to be educated. So not only do I have their phone number and information, I can get their address and then start mailing them information as well, right? But let's just go here. This is my how to sell your book. I'm sorry, this is my how to sell your house on terms book.
Hit the
Um,
preview one. Wouldn't that be easier?
yes, preview. So here's how it looks. Here's the front end of my system. I have a very big screen, so here we go. So that's why I look like that. But here's our book. Look at that, 88 pages, and we got the foreword. I think you guys know who that guy might be. So opening your mind. It's loading here, so it's not blank, but yes. So after that, they can go here. What are terms? I have a presentation here. I like the like the pictures there. But this is my YouTube page attached here, so now they can also check out my YouTube page and subscribe. So, and then right here, what can you accomplish selling on terms? Why terms? How to sell on terms? Right? The who, what, and why, and how. And then finally, the information here saying that please reach out to me in my business so you can essentially sell your house on terms, right? So after they do all of that, what happens is, if I didn't get them between here, right? If I didn't get them there, it'll keep sending them that reminder, and I'm just going to keep calling them until, I just keep sending them manual updates until, essentially I get my money, right? Or AKA my lead. So I mean, I'm sorry, my what is that? What is that? Prospect. Rome's the marketing guy. I'm a tech guy. Was it prospect or is it lead?
Client? I don't know.
Yeah, somebody selling their house. Somebody's selling their house or getting a website, right? The clients. So
Awesome. And so one more thing, like we like you have experience with Facebook ads and you also have experience with Google ads. What was that
yes.
process like? Why did you switch over to Google? Do you get better leads? What's the lead flow like?
So I like Google leads simply because people are more likely to use Google than they are to use Facebook for information. So if you're trying to type in, "Hey, this is how to sell my home fast," you're not really going to go on Facebook to do that. You're going to go to Google, right? And that's exactly why we did Google ads, because it gets us on the front page. And first thing they do is they click it and they say, "Hey, I want to sell my house." There's plenty of people there saying, "Hey, I want to sell my house on terms," or "I want to sell my house on, uh, you know, my house is going into foreclosure." I just got finished talking to this guy. He said, he's like, "Hey, my house is going into foreclosure, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm tired of talking to people. I want you to be the guy to just take my house. Just take it. I don't even want it." I'm like, I mean, okay, if you're gonna just give it to me, I mean, I might as well, but those are the kind of leads that come in because they're very motivated. These are very, very warm leads. These aren't cold leads. I'm not calling anybody. I'm not I'm not disturbing anybody. I'm not calling any FISBOs that are 1 day old, right? Where they have high expectations of what they're going to get for their house. These are people that can't find anything, right? They can't get help. So they're going on Google to help, and they're finding, this handsome guy, that no, I'm kidding. But they're finding me, right? They're finding me, and I'm helping them. So
And is it like local? Is it nationwide?
we
What's
are
that like?
nationwide. We currently buy homes nationwide, and we buy them on terms. We buy them with cash. There's a property in Ohio we're thinking about closing on right now. We're getting the paperwork done, and there's like a 7 unit there, and they're well,
You
they
got
want,
one in Texas, you got one in Philly, you got
yeah,
these things all
yeah.
over, man.
It's all you can eat leads, all you
All
can
you
eat,
can eat.
right? All you can
And
eat.
what is it? What did I want to all right. So
So what's funny too is that I think the most amusing part is that a lot of people, when they hear this, like, are you serious? Like, is it really? It's like, yes, yes, real leads all the time, nonstop. Just keep coming in. Like, so many, I had to turn my ads off because I'm like, I got to work these leads.
Yeah, I know how that is. And I was going to say, because another thing, people they get so scared about like spending money. Like you can't come in and be like, oh, I want to spend $1 per day to get $100,000 asset. It don't work that way.
Hmm.
But if you do it right, you spend the proper amount, $50, $100, whatever, you can do really well with it. But don't come in like expecting to get something for nothing. It doesn't
Right,
work that way.
right. I agree.
So you're like basically you're doing like virtual, you're doing like nationwide. Can you talk about that? Is that scary? Like how is that? People, oh my God, it's virtual again. I gotta
Right.
stay in my own backyard. What's that been like for you?
It's been pretty cool. It's pretty cool because essentially, not only do you see, since we're working together, you have a network, right? You have a network, and I leverage people I work with, right? So there's one in Alabama right now. We reached out to one of Jerome's resources out there, and I said, hey, I got this house basically on terms. Essentially, I think it was like 5,000 down, and it was like, you know, the rest 10,000 over 24 months, right? Which is like $300 a month or whatever the number is. And I'm like, okay, well, let's figure out what the ARV is, right? The ARV, the ARV is 85 to 95,000. So
Go ahead, baby.
there's a big spread there. There's a big spread there. So, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because essentially you can just do it remote. Like you can do anything you can do at home, you can do it remote. You never have to actually have to go there. You just have to have a team in place to then go out there and do everything. And if you don't have a team in place, that's something you can probably set up. You just have to make a couple of calls, right? You got to call a real estate agent to get the comps, right? And you have to call, uh, you know, call an appraiser, right? They'll run out there, do the appraisal, get an inspection, right? That's it's not so bad. And then you got to find a contractor to go out there and essentially, estimate the repair costs. Or you could just sell it, right? Or you could just sell it and say, hey, I'm not going to figure out how much it costs to repair. I'm going to list it with an agent and I'm going to let them handle the rest, right? And that's something you can do. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be nationwide. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty, you know,
Yeah, make money from your computer. I want to go here, like whatever. So
I,
like terms is not just it's not just, I know the ideal client
Mhm.
is homeowners, but
Right.
investors can sell on terms too.
Absolutely.
So I propose to you, tell people how they can uh, get in contact with you if
Mhm.
they want to sell on terms
Okay. So, like Jerome said, if you are an investor and you would like to sell on terms, this means that
reasonably, right? Because
yes,
sometimes
yes,
they get ridiculous.
right. So here's the thing, and I just want to say this really fast. People think that people are always trying to extract instead of give too, right? So here's the thing: when you're making a win-win deal, I, I'm about to sell one of my homes on terms right now. I'm about to sell on terms, and I want 30,000 down, and then you're going to pay an interest rate, of course, and you're going to make a monthly payment over a set period of time. But the question is like, will a person do like would I do a 30-year payment? Of course I would, because I'm interested in receiving the cash flow. I actually don't care about the physical real estate. As not, don't care about that. I just care about the income stream. That's what I care about. So that's kind of what note people, real estate note. That's what they're called. Real estate notes. They're promissory notes. You promise to pay the person for a set amount of time. That's what they're called, real estate notes, right? So essentially, what happens is people talk to each other and they think that, oh, I'm going to try to get the most out of this situation. Oh no, I'm going to try to get the most out of this situation. But that actually shows how inexperienced you are as a person, right? Because you have to know, or as an investor, because you have to know that, hey, if you're going to ask for so much that it's ridiculous, nobody ever going to do a deal with you. That's like trying to sell $100,000 house for $1 million. Now I do know somebody who would do that on terms, right? I do know somebody who will buy $1 million house. I'm sorry, a house for $100,000, $100,000 cash house, but they would pay $1 million on terms. It just depends on the terms of the deal, right? So if you're saying I'm going to pay you $100 over the next 100 years, you're like, okay, great, I'll take it as long as the numbers work. But that's the whole thing. You have to just understand. You have to understand the other person's motivations, and it takes time. If you're doing it, if you're paying for cash for properties, you're kind of doing it the lazy way, and there's really not many other things you can do with the money besides going to more real estate. So if you're just looking for an income stream, essentially what you want to do is you want to sell on terms, get the monthly payment, and then if the person pays in full, they get the house. If they don't pay in full, you take back the house. You just do it again, right?
And,
That's what I like.
and so terms can sound complicated. Could
Right.
you define terms for us? Like, what does that mean in the most simple terms? What does it mean?
It just so happens that it's in my course. right?
How do we get that course then? You got a course, don't, it's in the book, doesn't it
is
talk
it
about
is
that too?
it is yes, it's in the book. So essentially, just a quick and dirty way terms is you're agreeing. And there's a different ways to do terms, because terms is it can be anything, right? It can say I'm going to trade you a Snickers bar for your house. I'm going to trade you, but the normal way is called installment sale. Okay, that means that where you make a monthly payment to somebody, right? Let's just say you had a house you want to sell, right? You want to sell your house for $100,000. Nobody's buying it for $100,000. I say, you know what, Jerome? I'm going to give you $20,000 down, and I'm going to agree to make you a monthly payment over the next 5 years. And on that fifth year, I'm going to refinance the house, right? So what we did was we created a promise that I'm going to continue to pay you. So I'm going to give you 20,000, and I promise that I'm going to make you a monthly payment over 5 years, right? So that's let's see, 12. What's 12 times 5? I have no idea. Let me see. 12 times 5.
60.
Is it 60?
Yeah.
Yep, 60. So basically 60 months I'm going to give you a set number, right? And on that day, I have to refinance. And if I cannot refinance, either we have to renegotiate, and then we either do it over again or something, or I have to refinance basically. So then I would then pay that lender. So, but essentially you're just agreeing to the terms of the deal, which is most cases that you're making a monthly payment for a house. So this is what a lot of people did when money was hard to borrow. So people weren't unable to get loans, money from the bank, and unable to get money from lenders. So what they'll do is they'll buy on terms. And if you have this strategy, essentially, you can make you a lot of money. So that makes
So
sense. I know that was a
it
lot,
does
right?
make sense. But so where can we get the book?
You can get the book at. Dang, you know what? I think my funnel is set up, but I have to put it on my webpage. I think it's there. It should be at OteroHomebuyers.com. It
Okay.
should be at OteroHomebuyers.com. So if you go to OteroHomebuyers.com, fill out the form, right? Then you're going to get the book. You're going to get the book by default. So fill out the form. If you are a person that is not interested in selling on terms, don't worry. I'll get you another funnel where you can just, you know, you just want to
Something else.
learn. Right.
Do
Yeah.
you have the physical copy of your book
Yes, I
near
do.
you?
I do not have it near me.
Where is it? Go get it. Is it like within?
No, it is.
No. Okay. Come on,
Yeah,
man. You
I
should be able
know.
to have it. You see me like, oh, you know, oh,
This man set me
right
up. He's.
there. But you know what? You know what? I have.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Thank
Next
you.
time, yeah. So
Oh
there
my
you
God.
go. It's like you said, OteroHomebuyers.com. It's also on Amazon.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, I thought we were doing the jump starter.
Oh,
That's why I have my jump starter background.
it's look, we
Yes,
are
but I have
diverse.
a couple businesses here. Yes.
Yeah, we are diverse. So I don't know if you answered, but and maybe you did, but I'm gonna ask again. How can we if we want to do terms, how can we work with you?
Okay.
Where do we?
You can reach me at 610-467-5603. That is my business line. All you got to do is send me a text and say, hey, I'm interested in selling my house on terms. Or you can go to the website and fill out the form, and I will see that you fill out the form, and I'll reach out to you.
And so that's terms if you want to sell a house or even buy a house possibly.
Yes.
Now tell us about Jumpstarter. How do we get in touch with Jumpstarter and what that brand is, what that
Okay.
business is?
So you can go to jumpstarter101.com. Essentially, what we do is we build systems, the systems that I just talked about, all where we do the Google leads, we do Facebook leads, Instagram leads, and we build those systems for you so you don't have to, right? It's a complete white glove service. We tell you how it's going to be set up. And essentially all you have to do is once this thing is set up, all you have to do is just essentially pay for the ads. You don't really have to think about too much. You're going to get your consultation from Jerome. Jerome sits down with you. He goes over with you how the process is going to be. He's going to give you a marketing strategy. And once you get that strategy, you just need the systems built, right? And that's the thing that people don't talk about because nobody really likes talking about that. Honestly, nobody likes talking about the whole process. You tell somebody, hey, we're going to build your system. Nobody wants to hear that, right? They just want to hear, I want customers, right? And where's customers at? Customers are right on the front. There's like the front end, but then there's a back end, right? And that's what we just showed you guys, which a lot of people don't do. They don't really show you the goods. They only say you want some more customers, and they make you fill out the form, right? So
All right, this has been awesome, Carlos. I appreciate you. Do you have any final closing statements before we go?
Closing statements. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your knowledge and your expertise as usual. And I enjoy the punch in the face information because it gets me to where I got to go, and I'm getting the leads, baby. I keep getting them. It's
Thank
nonstop.
you.
It's all I
Thank you.
can
I
eat.
appreciate you.
I
I
appreciate you
appreciate
too,
you
man.
too, man. We bring value. You got to bring value to each other, and we met through networking and events, and we have a lot of the same principles, so that's why we work well together. Um, I appreciate you. We are going to end the show.